The best class setup for the Maddox is going to be an Elo, Sight, Quick Draw 1, Quick Draw 2, and Stock, along with Scavenger, Gung Ho, and Dead Silence. But since we're going to be playing Nuketown, the way you could switch this one up a little bit, if you're going to go ahead and run Crash, you can go ahead and drop Scavenger and maybe put on Flak Jacket, especially since Fire Break, Battery, and Torque are very popular on Nuketown. So throughout the video, I'm going to be giving you a few different tips and tricks on how to play the map using this best class setup, as well as how to play this map in general by doing a map breakdown. So whether you enjoy the class setup, the gameplay breakdown, or you find any of the video helpful or useful in any way, please remember to hit that like button. If you'd like to find your way back to the channel because you want to improve at Call of Duty, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with notifications on by ringing that bell. So one of the first things we'll go ahead and take a look at when it comes to the map Nuketown is specifically where spawns will occur. So here's a quick overhead view of the map, and you can see these red shaded areas are where spawns will occur. The area next to C is where the Jeep is. Obviously you can see the B is the window, A is the other window, D is on the opposite side where B flag actually sits. So for example, if you have yourself sitting at F, B, and C, you'll notice that you're able to maintain the spawns. Pretty much no one's going to spawn behind you for the most part, but as teammates start to push all the way into the E location, the A location, you'll notice the spawns flip to the opposite side. And if no one in your team is at C and you guys are locking down A, E, F, and B, more than likely the enemies will spawn at C and they'll go ahead and come out and flood out. A lot of times if you're at B, you should be able to see them spawn in, get a little bit of spawn trapping going on. And that's probably one of my least favorite parts of this map. I know a lot of people love that because then you can go on high kill games. But for me, it kind of ends up making the map very one-dimensional, and you can easily spawn trap if you're coordinated with the right team. So I highly encourage you to find some friends, whether it's on Reddit or just party up with people you meet in a lobby, because if you're playing this solo, it will be very frustrating because other people are going to be trying to go after that XP. They're going to be spawn trapping. They're going to be purposely leaving certain objectives open to elongate the match so they can get more kills. Unfortunately, that's what people are all about. They don't really care about the objective. I know there's plenty of gameplays, and I'm probably going to show some of those off in the next few days when it comes to playing hardpoint on this map. And you can easily stretch out the match for another 2 or 3 minutes depending on how you play the match. But since it's double XP in multiplayer, as well as double weapon XP and double tiers if you have the Black Ops Pass and are partied up with someone who has the Black Ops Pass, this is probably the most effective way to grind out all of those items. And I'm sure most of you guys already know this, but the map is slightly different depending on what mode you play. If you're going to be playing Domination, by the B flag, there's actually an extra bit of cover, so it's kind of fair from both sides. When you're playing TDM or maybe Hardpoint, you're not going to have that same level of cover, so you're going to have to approach it slightly different. So probably one of the most important elements of Nuketown is the race to get those first set of streaks. And that's why, in my opinion, Crash and ComSec Device is one of the most overpowered combinations there is in the game, because you're able to get those streaks faster than someone is even able to hack. And since the map is so small, it kind of starts a snowball effect where you're able to chain those kills to the next kills, especially if you're playing kill confirmed. A lot of times your teammates will grab those tags, or you can grab those tags very easily. As you flip the spawns, you're able to take people out. So as you can see, I killed them by the Jeep, and then all of them spawned in on me in that back area. So I was just kind of rotating back and forth. A lot of times you're not going to get overwhelmed quite as much. You can see my teammate was kind of sitting over here. So majority of the enemies are going to be directly in front of us. So I know this next thing will probably piss a few people off, but like I said, the streaks are very valuable. So what you're going to want to do is play as safe as you can, as smart as you can to get that first set of streaks at the beginning of the match, and then that'll allow you to snowball the rest of the match. So when I say that, I'm not telling you to camp. What I am telling you to do though is to make sure you're in a more powerful position than your enemy, and that's going to be pretty much every area of the map that I marked except for where the B flag sits when you're not playing Domination. So based off the score in this TDM match, you can clearly see that this is a beatdown. The streaks have been going in. I've been running around the map trying to chase some kills. Luckily, I'm able to finish up here, get a little bit of play the game. I don't know how this guy missed me. I kind of slid out, took him out. You can see the effectiveness of that gung ho. I'm able to just snap on and destroy the guy and get that first bullet out before he's even able to track me. Got another sniper's nest, got another UAV. I can kind of see where they're at. It looks like they're still locking down this building. Pre-aiming, people will start to camp, and I take another one out, and I got another strike team. But be aware that more often than not, you're going to be spawning into a match in progress because people are going to leave when you call in streaks, and then what will end up happening is those vacant spots will be taken up by you. So in those cases, it's just better to leave and try and find another match. So overall, when it comes to other weapon choices, I think the Maddox is a very strong fit, but I think if you want to go ahead and play a little bit slower, you can go with the ICR. If you want to play as fast as the Maddox, you can go with the Vapor or the KN. both great options. And in terms of using LMGs, I don't really recommend those because of the limited mobility unless you just plan to camp. But if you're planning to camp, that just means you're not planning to get better at the game. And when it comes to using SMGs, I really wouldn't recommend them unless you're very comfortable with your gun skill, because more often than not, somebody's going to be sitting on a head glitch. You're going to have to land about 5, 6, 7 shots depending on the range, and they're only going to have to land maybe 4, 5, or 6 shots. They're going to pretty much win those gunfights. One exception to this is if you are playing in a party or your team just has that good of map control, then you can be a lot more comfortable running and gunning with those SMGs. So at the start of this domination match, you can see that I already had my streaks. I'm quite in the strike team, so you typically want to save those and carry those over because that's going to help you gain that map control. You can see someone put attack deploy. That is a very smart move when you're playing this mode or hardpoint, so you can lock down those spawns, allow your teammates to engage rather quickly. So you can see I'm going for a little bit of aggressive play, probably not the smartest move, but now I'm in their building. I think someone's upstairs, probably a little bit distracted. I'm peeking the spawn, take a couple out there, and my streaks start going in. And even though I'm in the location that I'm in, the enemies will continue to spawn in this back area by the A flag because we haven't captured it. You can see how often the streaks are coming through. Just kind of pre-aiming that area, seeing if anyone's flanking around. It looks like the spawns are potentially flipping, so there could be people mid-map. Looks like there's 2 people camping upstairs, so I'm going to go ahead and peek that cautiously. Take out the first one, jump out, take the other one out. Probably wasn't looking at his mini-map because I can't have a suppressor on the Maddox, so the guy obviously didn't know I was there. You can see how they spawned by the Jeep. I ended up taking that guy out. Another guy's running through the doorway. You can see all of them are still spawning in that back area. Trying to see what's going on with my strike team. Thought I could pre-fire there, and it looks like a lot is still going on in this building. And you can see how my teammates are pushing around the outside of the building and everyone pushed up. So there's a high likelihood that they're spawning by the Jeep or the spawns have flipped. Looks like the spawns have flipped, but it looks like the strike team is going in. So they're going to go ahead and regain that map control easily for us. And then as we push through this way, they're all have already kind of flipped the spawns. There's someone already behind me. And I go ahead and get to cover because it looks like that guy is getting destroyed from every which angle. Now I'm kind of pushing up around the spawn. Looks like people are still spawning in this back area. Go ahead and land a few shots there. Kind of let off the gas. I probably could have landed a few more shots. Wasn't sure if that guy was going to go ahead and challenge me. I didn't get any assist points. I can see the guy is up here, and I thought he'd be pre-aiming that doorway. I wasn't sure if he was exactly in that spot or a little bit around that desk, because a lot of times people will hang out in that desk area. So if you look at the mini map, you can see that I'm playing with a few other people, and that's why the map control is so easy. You can see my random teammate is in the spawn. He's kind of influencing those spawns in the wrong way. There is a guy just sitting in that corner. I'm debating if I want to go ahead and challenge him. Take that next guy out, get the ruthless, and it looks like they're still spawning in the area, but it's kind of hard to manage the spawns because that teammate was so deep in the spawn. And that's why I think a lot of people do not understand the spawns, because I have teammates that do that on the regular, whether I play it solo or with a small party. Whoever that random player is on the team, they're more than likely going to ruin the spawns. Go ahead and try and land a couple shots there, get an easy kill. Not sure if the guy went up top or to the side, but it looks like they're coming around, and I see him on the mini map, so I'm able to pre-aim, take that gunfight. Pretty much only got hit once, so I'm in a pretty good spot there. You can see that they're still trying to do some work in this back area. Take out this guy, he starts to hack, and I aggressively push. Even though someone could be coming out of the spawn on the other side, and I wait a little bit before I decide to push. I'm seeing if anyone's spawning in. I got that little bit of a UAV pass going on, so now I know I could push back into the building. But as I walk into the building, the spawns could easily flip to that A side and someone could already be behind me. You can see how quickly that happens. I'm on a relentless now, and just through pure map control, we've been able to win most of these gunfights. They've been pretty straightforward. Haven't had to do anything crazy. The guy comes out, I get the kill there. There are a lot of them in this building. You can't really tell if they're all upstairs or downstairs, but since I don't play for medals, I kind of run into the building trying to figure out what's going on. Looks like I'm able to catch one coming out of the building. I did fire my weapon, so they should be expecting me, but I think this guy has no clue what's going on the minimap. And one thing I will point out is that there is no UAV in the air. So if you want to make sure that you can go on a longer streak, you're typically going to want to make sure that you're only running a UAV and a counter UAV. Maybe someone on your team is running something else, because this guy did not pop up on the minimap at all. He just happened to be sitting there. I didn't expect him there because I literally just jumped out the window. I don't know how that guy could have been there, unless he was already camping in that corner as they came around the corner. I don't really know exactly what happened there. Kind of watched it back a few times. I don't know when that guy had the window to jump up there, unless it was right when I was downstairs shooting that guy in the spawn. But either way, that was a 22 streak. You can see how pretty much easy and straightforward this is. As long as there's a UAV in the air, you're able to manage those spawns. I peek out, shoot that guy really quick, get back to cover. Another guy's just trying to wallbang me, and that's what you'll see a lot of double FMJ Titan users do, because you can wallbang pretty much everything. That guy's posted up. I land a couple shots. Strike team's going in. So pretty straightforward match, and I think you guys could do this yourself if you play with at least one, maybe two people, and you're able to streak up very fast. And that's not to say that you can't play this solo. I'll probably put up some solo gameplay over the next couple days as well, so you guys kind of have an idea how that works. And a lot of times it's really going to come down to how bad the team balancing is and how bad your teammates are. Because a lot of times if I play solo on this map, I can get a full strike team and then my teammates are 1 in 20. And I'm like, how the heck did you even die that many times? I didn't even see that many people. And that's just inevitable how the game is played on Nuketown. And just a heads up, since Nuketown is the featured playlist, you're probably going to see a little bit of it on the channel over the next few days. The same you'll probably see from a lot of the other content creators posting videos. So if you're someone out there watching the video that would like to learn how to play this map with other weapons and on other modes, go ahead and make sure you subscribe with notifications on. Hit the like button if you did enjoy the video. I do appreciate all the support on the channel. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.